Let's do a touch more fun before we get into a few more real segments. I am so bored. I hate to admit it to you guys, but I don't know how much longer we can make fun of David Rubin for. I think there was a time when he was actually a pipeline to a lot of bullshit. There was a time when, you can't, it's just, sometimes you can't put the lightning back in a bottle. There was just a time where he was sort of on the scene, and he also was such an irresistible comedic target, as well as somebody that I think needed to be dealt with. Now, of course, he's still got a big following, whatever, but in the main, increasingly, I think considered something of a joke.
He's been marginalized.
I think he's been marginalized.
He's on the Blaze.
He's on the Blaze. The classic liberal on the Blaze. I don't know. It's not even clear. Like, I don't even think Glenn Beck shows him that much respect.
Oh no.
Anyways,
that's actually might be the only reason to continue monitoring Dave, is to see if Glenn Beck starts to lose patience with him. Like,
oh, that'd be really funny.
You know what? There it is. If Glenn Beck starts to lose patience with David Rubin, we will play those clips.
It'd be really funny if viewers subtly, but maybe go into some of David Rubin's content and be like, oh, the views aren't what they used to be, or just say things like that. And
that's good.
Yeah.
Just like, I thought you wanted independence. So that being said, we played the clip a couple of months ago of Larry King sitting on Dave Rubin's comfy chair and taking a cell phone call. Some people tried to spin that they planned the bit together. And that definitely proved to me that there's still Dave Rubin fans out there, because I don't know who else could possibly.
That's like how Michael Jordan and Karl Malone planned the '96 finals together.
Yeah, absolutely. They planned it. And they planned it. Yeah. Why on earth either Karl Malone or Dave Rubin would agree to make themselves look like such jackasses at both the entirety of the exchange with Rubin and at moments in that series with Malone? So that being said, maybe they planned this too.
Yeah. This
is Larry King. And I believe Dave Rubin. I mean, this is like if Adolph Reed told me that I was completely unable to understand essentialism. Okay. Like, this is tough stuff. Dave Rubin holds Larry King in high esteem. Let's watch this.
They're going to limit the amount of people that can be in restaurants and things like that. But the alternative is just waiting forever. And, we now have over 20 million people that are unemployed. The economy is tanking. I'm also worried about the secondary effects of what it's like psychologically to keep people sort of trapped in their home at all times. So we have to balance it. You're not wrong in what you're saying, that is it possible if Texas opens up and now people are together again, that more people are going to get sick? You might be right, but we have to decide what level of sickness are we willing to live with.
Okay. I'm sorry. This was done, I guess, a couple of weeks ago, and Larry was right, and people are getting sick. Although I've heard in Georgia, they're trying to not count the numbers sequentially to mix up some of the results. But at any rate, people have been getting sick by not being under quarantine.
We're going to base 13.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that those secondary effects could be ameliorated by giving people 2 Gs a month. But at any rate, go ahead, Dave. You're really working here,
so to speak, to move ahead and open the country, because I don't know how much longer we can do this.
David, that sounds ridiculous. What level of sickness can we live with? Come on. You've got a worldwide
we have to figure out what that level is.
This. Well, but at whose risk? Yours or mine? You. It's okay if you die, right?
No. Well, look. Here's what we'd have to do. It would be on everybody to.
Oh my God! I think Larry likes messing with Dave, honestly, is my hypothesis.
Oh, clearly.
It's like
I mean, can you imagine how cloying Dave's emails are? David.
Hey, Larry, can
Larry,
we
can you
talk?
do another one? It's like,
Can we do another
I
one?"
just got off the phone with you, kid.
Larry, I heard that you like baseball. I heard there's a guy who used to play third base for the Cincinnati Reds, and he said that he doesn't want feminism in colleges. Could you get us in touch?
Like, you're making me hate baseball. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Larry, there's a guy at the blackjack tables in Vegas who said that he doesn't even feel comfortable traveling to Israel anymore because of the SJWs. Could you put us in touch?
Can we just
right?
Can we play the part where Larry says it's okay if you die?
Yeah, I'll get that. Also, shout out to Terry.
Shout out what?
Shout out to Terry Bull for sending this in and clipping it. For us.
Shout outs to Terry Bull. Also, it's kind of poignant because isn't when Larry says, Larry's saying you can die or I could die, but isn't Larry making like
I'm an old MF.
Yeah, he's kind of so like, hey, your favorite mentor here is old as fuck.
Is my video not on?
David, that sounds ridiculous. What level of sickness can we live with? Come on. You've got a worldwide
we have to figure out what that level is.
This. But at whose risk? Yours or mine? It's okay if you die, right?
No. Well, look, here's what we'd have to do.
Okay, I love how, and you know what's so incredible about the internet is I can already hear like the handful of idiots being like, "But Dave's right. We do need to determine the level of risk," and that is true. And what you do is first you provide a context where everybody can keep themselves safe for a very long extended period of time, and then you can properly measure the risk.
Yeah,
like they've done in South Korea.
Like test people.
Yeah, like testing and contract tracing and other things that we have not done.
Mm-hmm.
You speculating, hypothetical future fucking morons watching this.
It's incredible. Obviously, everyone understands that, like, yes, things have to reopen, but like the point is to make sure that we're not going to devastate hundreds of thousands of people by killing them with COVID.
Also, another point, like, let's just dispense with the notion that like Glenn Beck and Dave Rubin are somehow against people like Cuomo and de Blasio when they say like they want to they want to keep us closed forever. No, those guys love these guys saying let's reopen things because they want to reopen too. And all these their incentives is to get this shit over and like if all of a sudden we don't know about like 200 deaths a day being undercounted, that'd be even better. Like that's the actual incentive here. Like these guys are on the sides. Yeah. Anyway, I made that point.
Yeah. No,
that's really important. That's a really, really important point.
You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.